Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream that we are having today. Going to be reviewing the MK game, which we have just had. What a day it was. And then we will be going through the FA Cup round 2 watch along. Going to be great. Just going to put everything on social media that I am live. And yeah, put your comments in. And yeah. And then we'll go from there, I guess. We will go from there. What a day it was today at MK. Beat the franchise. Third time in a row. You absolutely love to see it. So, yeah, amazing win. Put your comments in. Would love to hear everyone's thoughts. That's how it's going to go today. And, yeah, then we got the FA Cup round draw today. Just want, I don't know, a National League side at home. That would be the pretty much ideal scenario for us. I guess that would be the ideal scenario. Let us know down in the comment section who you want in the round 2 draw. Don't really know what National League teams went through, to be honest. I haven't really had a lot of time to look through it. I will look through it in a minute. So yeah, I did go to the game. I did go to the game today. Absolutely loved it. Well, wouldn't love it maybe because of the place, but the fact that we won, a brilliant win. It just shows how good we are, to be honest, this season. We're absolutely smashing it. You look at the league table and we're obviously not in the best position, but still got 3 games in hand, 2 at home, which are massively important. So yeah, we will see how that goes. We need an easy game at home like we did away today, an easy game. Well, to be fair, when the draw came out, obviously you look at it and MK away was the last game which everyone wanted. But, Wimbledon have done really well this season. We've already smashed them off the park. I think we have them again in January. So we'll be looking to do the exact same thing. Just looking at the ball numbers, trying to see who I even want. And to be fair, Oldham of the National League are in there. Brackley Town, Tamworth, Gainsbury Trinity are still in. Wealdstone, obviously Wealdstone had a great. I believe they beat Grimsbury away from home. That would be a good one. Wealdstone away. That's who I want. Wealdstone away. That would be a great away day. Whitball number 19 after beating MK today. Reading away would be a good one, even though it's a team in League One. Maybe not. But yeah, Kettering Town are in there. Dagenham and Redbridge. That would be a really good London derby. There is actually some really good ties that could be pulled out in this one. Charlton are in there. But you want a team which is beatable. I mean, any team's beatable. This Wimbledon side is really good. I think the way we played today was absolutely sensational. Absolutely loved it. Need to quickly get my drink because I won't be able to talk for ages. But yeah, let us know down in the comments about today and we'll discuss everything. We'll discuss who everyone wants in the round 2 draw, just reading out some names. Obviously, it's only League 2, League 1 and the non-league teams. Wealdstone are in there. Bromley are still in there. Some National League teams of Oldham, Gainsbury Trinity, Tamworth, Brackley Town. We're going to play Brackley instead of Guiseley, I believe it was a couple of seasons back. Tamworth is still in there. And yeah, there is some big League One teams. Birmingham are still in there. Bristol Rovers, Reading, Stockport County. Yeah, definitely not Bromley. I do agree with the not Bromley statement. Already been there, twice so far this season. Don't want to go there again. Who was your man of the match? Oh, wow. It's interesting. Thing is, I had this exact conversation with my family at the dinner table today about an hour ago. And we were saying, who is our man of the match? I don't really know. I think everyone did their jobs that they had to do today. I just don't think there's one definite standout player. Like if you look on all the football apps, BBC Sport, whatever, FOTMob, One Football, they'll all give it to Omar Bugle just because he got a goal and an assist. But I think everyone did their job. Everyone literally did the job that they were meant to do. Everyone was a solid 8.5 out of 10. I'm trying to think of one player that was really good, but I can't think. Owen Goodman in goal didn't really have much to do. Lewis and Johnson was pretty good. I was quite worried about Johnson coming into this game just due to the fact that he wasn't really good against Port Vale. 2 of their goals were his fault. Ball at centre-back was flipping incredible. Honestly, he was so good, James Ball. Ever since he's been into the centre-back role, he's done exceptionally well. Yeah, I do agree. Neuville was class. He should be playing in a higher league. I can't believe we snapped him up from Sutton United. Was obviously not really that good at Sutton. I think the season before we got him, he only got like 2 assists and 1 goal in the whole of one season. So this time he's playing exceptionally well. Whenever he gets the ball, he never goes back. He's always forward thinking. He's always running the defenders, and that's what you want. Yeah, Neuville was really good. Mate, everyone was just absolutely amazing today. I believe the draw starts in around 20-ish minutes. I have got the BBC Two on in the background, I believe. We'll need to double check because that is kind of the whole point of the live stream. But yeah, so that's the whole point. So I believe I've got it on the right one. Let me double check. I have got it on BBC Two. It's doing the match day highlights at the moment. And then, yeah, I really want a home tie in this one. I don't want to go anywhere tough. Round 2 is interesting because a lot of National League teams get knocked out in the first round. And then it's kind of big League 1 teams, big League 2 teams, and then the odd National League team who just sneak through eventually. So let's hope that we get a decent home draw. I'd love Brackley at home, Tamworth at home, Oldham, any non-league team I'd take, to be honest with you. You don't want the likes of Birmingham, Charlton, Morecambe. You don't want them unless it's at home. But I think this team can really beat anyone. We've done so exceptionally well this season. Also, the away form is incredible now. Well, it's not incredible, that's a lie. But hopefully it will turn incredible after this one, just due to the fact that we finally won an away game. Tamworth, interesting for so many reasons. That's true. I mean, yeah, we have friends from Tamworth, so well, near it. So that would be good. Tamworth away, I don't know. That would be a good one. We could go up there and do a job over them. I mean, they had a pretty good upset. They upset Huddersfield the other day, so you never really know. It's the FA Cup, isn't it? Exeter versus Barnet on the TV at the background. Exeter won 3-2, I believe, that game. But yeah, so let's talk more about MK. Wow, dominant performance. I was very confident coming into the game. What do you think about Lemon getting sent off? Forgot about that point, to be fair. He was awful today, I thought. It's interesting in where I think he's getting played, to be honest. Like, I remember when he played for us, he was out on the wing, kind of playing like a Tilly, but cutting inside, getting crosses in, getting shots away. Doesn't really seem like he does that for MK. He kind of plays in like behind the 2 strikers as a centre mid. I don't really think that's where he should be playing, but it's interesting because he is a good footballer. But yeah, I mean, a lot of them got yellow cards. It was so funny, like seeing Alex Gilby getting so annoyed when it was just when we were just passing it around him. They couldn't get the ball. So yeah, Lemon getting sent off was the best thing ever to happen. Obviously, former Wimbledon player last season, moved to MK, scum of the earth, and then got sent off. It was pretty much the cherry on top of the cake, to be honest. It's just so funny. The fans' reactions today when he got sent off was the best thing ever. He deserved it. He was awful. I think he should have got sent off about a couple minutes before. I remember when Omar Bugle had that shot just before he got sent off, where Craig McGillivray, it was a pretty tame shot into his hands, and he fouled Omar Bugle when he had the shot. So technically, it should have been a free kick, second yellow, and bang. But we could have had a couple players sent off as well. We had Josh Neuville on a yellow, Joe Lewis, I believe, got on a yellow, James Ball maybe, I can't really remember. But quite a few players did get yellow cards today. So need to be careful in the next rounds, because then some players could possibly get suspended for a couple games. I'm not sure how much it works. Did you enjoy football today? I did, Harriet. My girlfriend is on this live stream. Hello, welcome. I did enjoy the game. It was amazing. Wimbledon won 2-0. A brilliant performance, and we're into the hat for round 2. So that is what we wanted. To be fair, when I saw the draw, I think my reaction was awful. My dad is probably in this chat. I'm not so sure, but the reaction was bad. No one wanted the game to happen, but we've gone there, did the job, got it over and done with, and left Milton Keynes. That's the way it works. Did you enjoy Milton Keynes though? Not at all. Not at all. Milton Keynes, not the nicest of places. I can tell you that. So many roundabouts. It wasn't really that nice. People aren't nice. Well, actually, the stewards were pretty nice, to be fair. But other than that, not really. Went to the ground, watched Wimbledon demolish them, and went straight home. So that's how it ended. That is how it ended. Everyone put down in the comments who you want in the next round. Do you want an easy draw? Do you want a nice London away day to Dagenham, Charlton, Wealdstone, which is northwest London, northwest London near like Wembley way. So that will be quite good. That'll be quite a good away day. Played them in pre-season a couple seasons ago. That Arsenal aren't in the draw until round 3, unfortunately. So if we win the next one, if we win in the next draw, if we win in the next round of the cup, and then who knows, could play Arsenal. Don't really want Arsenal though. I wouldn't want Arsenal. I don't know why. We've already had them before, so that wouldn't be the best of ideas, I don't think. No was your reaction to the draw. Exactly. Sutton, they unfortunately got knocked out to Birmingham today. Was it today or was yesterday or something like that? Sutton did lose 1-0 to Birmingham, so they are officially out of the FA Cup, unfortunately. That would be a good one, actually, going to Sutton. Would enjoy that, but obviously not in the FA Cup, unfortunately. But there's still quite a few London teams. Bromley, don't want that. I don't want to go back there. Would love Wealdstone, Charlton. Who knows? We could do a job over Charlton. Crawley, Crawley did go through. That would be a good one. Crawley away last year was absolutely amazing. Obviously, already played them in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy this season. Beat them 4-3. Incredible game. Last minute winner by Joe Pigott. So yeah, wouldn't mind going back there. Would be sold out crowds. And it's teams struggling in League Two, in League One. So I think it would be a pretty close game. I think it could easily go either way if we do end up playing Crawley. That would be a good one. I think a home draw will be the best for Wimbledon, to be honest with you. So yeah, we will see what happens in that regard. Reading away would be a good one. That's pretty local for most Wimbledon fans. It's a pretty easy train to get down there. Leyton Orient as well, a side in League One, which is very beatable. I think a lot of the Wimbledon players that we have are League One quality and could easily go there and do a job. Would love Wealdstone. Bristol Rovers ain't far. Stevenage ain't far. You know what? I kind of fancy a non-league away day. Kind of fancy Dagenham and Redbridge, someone like that in the next round. There is some Harbour Town are quite low in the rankings of the FA Cup. Kettering obviously upset Northampton. Wealdstone upset Grimsbury. Gainsbury Trinity are still in there. Brackley Town, Tamworth. There was quite a few upsets, to be honest, in the first round of the FA Cup, which is always good to see. That's what you want from the FA Cup, don't you? I would like to see us against Wickham at home, as it would be a good test, and we already beat them earlier this season. That's a good point. Obviously, two very changed squads in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. But yeah, did beat them 1-0. I think we can beat anyone at home, personally. Plough Lane has been a fortress this year. In the league, we've only conceded 2 goals, haven't lost a game. And those 2 goals came in the first 10 minutes against Colchester in the first game of the season. So I'd literally take anyone. We've already beaten, as you said, teams in the higher division. We've beaten Wickham. We've beaten Ipswich Town, which was brilliant. What a day that was. So yeah, this side can beat anyone. If they're up for it, if they want it more, they can beat anyone. We've already beaten teams better than us this season. We've come close against Port Vale, Notts County. So definitely, mate, I would be up for literally anyone at home. It's just the away games, which you don't really want. The likes of like Harrogate, Morecambe, just a long away day. You don't really want that, do you? Hope we get a shallow end at Plough Lane after the flooding. Exactly. Franchise get battered everywhere they go, mate. They do. They really do. Mate, what a day it was. It was so good taking the piss at Franchise today. They deserved. I mean, to be fair, like when we were driving up to the game today, we were saying how it seems like it will be an MK win just because of the way of how much we have smashed them in the past 2 games against them, beaten 1-0 and 3-0. The women's have beat the MK women's 5-0. The academy have beat the MK academy. So it was kind of written in the stars for MK to finally get a win against us. But it is what it is. It's 3 in a row. We absolutely love to see it. I believe we play them in January again. Just going to double check that. I keep saying it's in January, and if it's not, then that will not be good on my behalf. But hopefully it'll be 4 in a row. It was so good that we actually beat them away from home as well. When you always play okay against them at home. It is in January, Saturday, the 25th of January. 12:30 kickoff is. Forgot about that as well. So we're going to do the exact same thing as we did today. So that will be amazing. So yeah, play them again in January and we'll see what happens. But yeah, they get bad everywhere they go. I believe there's only about 10 minutes until the draw. They're showing the last type of games. I believe they're just about to show us. They've had Harrogate Wrexham on. They had Sutton Birmingham on. It seems like it might be us on the telly in a minute before the draw. Wonder where the draw has actually taken place, to be fair. Keep your comments coming in. There's a nice conversation with Gary and Harriet down there. You love to see it. But yeah, Leyton Orient went through against Boreham Wood as well. That is a big upset. Not a big upset, nearly a big upset. 2,000 away, yeah, just under. Really good away support. I didn't think we would take that much, but obviously we make a little bit more money as it's FA Cup. The tickets were cheaper. It's easy to get up there. And I know a lot of Wimbledon fans don't like to go there. They like to boycott. And I completely understand it. But it's so good that, I mean, the players thrive off the Wimbledon support. They play better because we're there. And I think taking 200, 300, 400 isn't really a good look in our eyes. So I think we should just bring the same amount whenever we play them away from home. It's easy to get to. Since we've been to Plough Lane, we have so many more fans, so many more younger fans as well that want to go to away games, so many more Wimbledon fans that are changing their opinions and going to MK. And it shows from today. I think when we play them in the league, hopefully they put us on the bottom tier as well, and we can pack out their away, and as we did today, and get 4 in a row. How good would that be? I think we've done 3 in a row. That's better than they have. So I reckon we should do it 4 times against the franchise. Mate, 100%. I don't see why not. We've been the better team. We dominated today. They had a couple chances. I think they had 2 shots in the whole game. I think when we played them at Plough Lane, a little bit different. 1-0, a little bit nervy. When they came out in the second half, they played really well, hit the post and everything. And then we got 2, wouldn't say lucky goals, but 2 goals on the break. And then they just lost all their confidence in the MK side. But today, everyone did their job. Like, I go back to the man of the match thing you said today. Everyone was just a solid 8.5. No one did anything wrong. Joe Lewis was exceptional today. Some of the last flying ditch tackles that he did was literally sensational. When Alex Gilby was 1-on-1 in the first half, clean through, and then Ryan Johnson slowed him down, slide tackle, ball went out of play. You love to see it. And again, in the second half, James Tilley was really good today. Put in a couple really good blocks. I think a lot of people haven't been talking about the defense that we had today. MK could have easily scored 1 or 2 goals. They have got dangerous players. We all know they do. But some of the tackles that they threw in today, Wimbledon, literally exceptional. I don't know how they did it. But that's the Wimbledon way. Playing well against MK, being strong, fighting for a win, fighting for 3 points in the league as well. And the FA Cup is so important to us. It's a really good competition. It's a competition that makes us money. It's a competition which we have history before. Won the FA Cup, obviously, in 1988. Not going to say we want to try and recreate that, but we want to try and get far in the FA Cup. We want to get a really good Premier League team at home again, like we did at Ipswich, nearly Newcastle, but obviously obvious reasons that got changed a little bit. So yeah, I'm quite excited to see. I'm really excited to see the future of just this side, to be honest. I think it's one of the best Wimbledon sides AFC Wimbledon sides we've ever seen. It kind of resembles what Wimbledon's about, to be honest with you. And yeah, they're just fighting. They're passionate. They love the club. Josh Newville's passion, my God, absolutely incredible. Ben said, did you have a police escort to the ground? I didn't get the train up. We drove and then parked up about a 5-minute walk away from the stadium, and then walked up. So I think everyone went the other way to kind of Bletchley, Milton Keynes area. I think there was a police escort on the way back, but I was not in it, no. But I know other fans did. Do you know? I will go for one before, actually. 3-5-2 will get us promotion. It's a really good formation. We changed it for the game when we beat MK 1-0 at Plough Lane last season, and it's worked ever since. The fullbacks is a really good idea. I think Josh Newville is exceptional. His defending wasn't the best when we changed the formation, or maybe in the formation that we were playing before we changed to a 3-5-2. But both wing backs have been so important. They get the ball, they drive forward, but then they also get back. It just shows their work rate. Josh Newville, again, just exceptional. He takes on his man whenever he wants to. Whenever he gets the ball, he's forward thinking, drives at players, makes himself intimidating, gets in the box, gets crosses in. Maybe his only criticism is that he's got to improve his left foot, to be fair. Whenever he cuts inside and has a shot with his left foot, I know it's his weaker foot and he wants to be on his right, but that's maybe his criticism. But yeah, really good formation. It's a strong midfield three as well, if you don't include Josh Newville and James Tilley, but then they can also come in and help out the midfield as well. I think having Callum Maycock in there recently has done really well. Whenever he gets the ball, the same as Josh Newville, in the middle, he drives forward, looks for a through ball, looks for a pass, has a really good shot on him as well. So yeah, mate, amazing formation. Do you know when Jake Reeves is back? No clue. I really wish I did, but technically, you look at it, do we need him? I mean, in the last away games, yes, I think Port Vale, Notts County would have been a little cutting edge in midfield. That would have been, he would have changed the game for us. But I mean, got injured, came back for the Salford game, played quite a few minutes, obviously made it worse. But I think in the recent interview, they didn't really say, Johnny Jackson didn't really say when Jake Reeves is back. Hopefully soon. But like, Reg Don, tell me, who would you take out the midfield if you did when Jake Reeves comes back? Because he's more of that defensive option. But we've got really good, I don't know, everyone just seems really fluent. Everyone knows each other really well. They play good football together. I think it's so harsh to drop anyone in that midfield when Jake Reeves does come back. But obviously he's the captain, so he will come into the side. Here we go. MK Wimbledon highlights. Let's watch them together. I mean, I can't really show them because it's copyright rules. But Omar Bugle picks up the ball. Amazing through ball to Matty Stevens. And Matty Stevens does what he does, doesn't he? Josh Newville's passion there is incredible. Matty Stevens doing that up to the crowd is exceptional. James Tilley back post for the second goal. An absolute scramble, but Omar Bugle, right place, right time. That's what it is all about, isn't it? Literally exceptional from Omar Bugle. And Josh Newville, here we go, goes past Connor Evans and gets sent off and doesn't even look back at the away fans. Absolutely love it. Gets sent off. Brilliant scenes. And then Josh Newville again. Oh, when he had that cross and Omar Bugle headed it down, I don't think Omar Bugle has missed any easier chances, to be honest. But it should be the last highlights until and they show the free Olays at the end, and the away fans absolutely love it. What a day it was today at MK. Really good to see Omar Bugle get back on the score sheet as well. Hasn't scored a lot of away goals, so the fact that he did that today was exceptional. JJ Best AFC Wimbledon manager in history. Oof. I'm not sure. Not sure yet. I mean, he's had some dull moments. I mean, the first season that we had him obviously came about 20th. I think if there was 3-4 more games played in the season, we probably would have got relegated. So maybe not. But I don't really know who is the best Wimbledon managers of the AFC Wimbledon manager in history. I mean, you got Neil Ardley up there. Wally Downs kept us up. Probably Neil Ardley, to be honest. Obviously didn't have the best ends. But Johnny Jackson, if he gets us promoted, Gets us 4 wins in a row against MK. I mean, no, we haven't beat MK ever 3-0 in a row. This is the first time we've beat them away from home in a while. We've only beat them away from home in cup competition. So hopefully in the league, if he does that, the first ever time it will be we beat him in the league if we beat them on the 25th of Jan next year away from home. So technically you could, and then we get promoted, you could technically say that he was maybe up there for best Wimbledon manager. But yeah, that's a pretty good debate to say, to be honest. Regged on. Let's read all this. Personally, I think Hippolyte is probably the best one to drop, as Alistair Smith and Maycock are both very good at attacking, and Alistair is very physical and Maycock is smaller and agile. Yeah, true. I guess you would kind of go back to how we started against Colchester at the first game of the season, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, Hippolyte has been very, very good. I think he's very technical on the ball, finds passes very well, and he's very, his skills are very good at getting around players when he's got players coming towards him very quickly. When he hasn't got a lot of time, he moves the ball very, very quickly and gets past those players, which is pretty impressive. Sometimes I do say to myself that I haven't noticed Smith in games, but today he was really, really good. So I'm glad it's a debate that I am not going to make, that I'm not going to think about. And I'm basically saying I'm glad I'm not Johnny Jackson and the Wimbledon manager choosing who's going to get dropped, to be honest with you. I hope the draw is going to come up in a minute. They're still showing the highlights. They've got Reading Fleetwood on at the moment. I hope I am on the right channel. Proud to be a Womble. Of course, always proud to be a Womble. Never said I have never been proud of a Womble. We were so good today. Absolutely, absolutely love to see it. So they've just put it up on Twitter for the FA Cup round 2 draw. Has not started yet. So I think they are hopefully just waiting. They might go to it now. Hopefully if I turn up, see what they're saying. Yep, I believe they are about to start the live draw. It's very hard to pick just 3 out of 4, and Sassi and Williams in contention makes it even harder to choose. Yeah, even more about Sassi and Williams. I'm not going to say it's disappointing that they're not in the squad, but they are 2 very, very good players. I remember when Josh Neuville started, when he first joined us, people saying Sassi was better than Neuville. Sorry, just went blank in my head. So yeah, that kind of shows how Neuville is much better. And Morgan Williams, I've always rated Morgan Williams, but yeah, in my eyes, he doesn't get into the squad. If there's a big injury like Jake Crews, if we have another player out injured, I would be happy seeing Morgan Williams get into the start 11, to be fair. Again, they have the Wimbledon highlights on again, talking about it before. I hope we get Gainsborough at home. Not going to lie, I have no clue about Gainsborough. Let me just look at whatever their result was. Okay, a 4-4 against Hednesford. Wow, score their last minute. Okay, that's a crazy game. They go 2-0 down. They go 3-0 down. Bring it back to 3-2. Bring it back to 3-3 in the 94th minute. Then full time. Then Hednesford go 4-3 up. Then equalise 4-4 in the 109th minute. And then win on penalties 5-4. That is a crazy. Wow. They're in the Northern Premier Division, sit 20th. There we go. We want Gainsborough. They are in the north. Not so sure where Gainsborough is, to be honest with you. But they're in the same league as like Lancaster, Macclesfield, Ashton United, Guiseley, Lancaster. So that could be a good team at home, to be honest with you. Here we go. They are about to start the second round draw. Hopefully in the next couple of minutes. A long way away. I bet it is. Definitely don't want that away from home. Quickly, guys, before we get into the round 2 draw, put down in the live chat who you would like to see Wimbledon face. Do you want a home game, away game? Do you want a London derby? How that would be maybe good. MK Stadium described as soulless on TV. I just believe I did briefly hear that. And they're not wrong. It really is. It really, really is just soulless bowl. They should never be a club at the first place. They should rebrand, drop the Dons, be Milton Keynes City. How good would that be? They're just showing highlights, I believe. Wealdstone plays at home. I would take Wealdstone home or away. I think that's a really good away day. Local, I wouldn't say it's local derby, but it's still a London derby. We'd sell it out home and away. So decent away, and it would make a lot of noise, probably go to a ballot. A lot of fans would want to go. I would happily take Wealdstone. Let's see what number Wealdstone are before we get into the draw. Wealdstone are, if I can find them, number 17. That's what we want. 17, home or local away game. Exactly. That's what we want. So yeah, Wickham at home, Tamworth at home. I would take anything at home, to be honest with you. Come on, guys. If they can just get through to the shore. Here we go. They will be starting now. Some big numbers that they're showing. I might be a little bit behind. Tamworth, Brackley Town, Gainsbury Trinity, Wealdstone, Kettering, Dagenham and Redbridge, Chesham United or Lincoln City. I'm guessing that is tomorrow to be played on a Monday night. I am right. 7:15 kickoff. Interesting time. Harrogate, Harbour, Birmingham City. Don't want Birmingham, number 39. 100%. Here we go. We are into the second round draw. Here we go. They're putting the balls from the bag into whatever you may call it, the bowl of doom. Here we go, guys. Wealdstone away, please. Wouldn't mind a bit of Wealdstone. Right, first ball out. Might be a bit behind. Someone might put in the chat who we have. Number 27. League Two side, Salford City. I do not want to go back there. Please don't do it. Number 1. Cheltenham Town. Local-ish. I mean, I need to remember we're number 19 today. Number 16. Walsall. Again, it's a League Two team, which I don't really want. Don't want an away to Walsall. That'll be tough. Number 32. Charlton Athletic, a London team which is out. Probably 2 teams which you want to avoid in the draw. Number 5. Exeter. No. Please don't do Exeter. I've just heard that we've got Dagenham and Redbridge at home. Wimbledon. Oh, I'm pretty behind, aren't I? I'm very behind. Nice. I said Dagenham. That's good. Right, we know what the draw is. It's Dagenham and Redbridge at home. I'm very, very behind. Leyton Orient versus Oldham. Here is probably the draw. I am so far behind, guys. I'm so far behind. Barnsley versus number 18, Bristol Rovers. What are our thoughts on the draw? Here we go. Number 19. There we go. AFC Wimbledon versus, we all know who it is anyway, Dagenham and Redbridge at home. What a draw. Happily take that. Far behind as usual, mate. Wow. That's rude. That's just rude. Accrington Stanley. That's a really good draw. I said at home I'll take anyone, but a non-league side at home is what you want. Dagenham will take a lot of fans there. They will sell it out. Would happily take Dagenham, and we got that. Is a London derby. Might be on TV. Who knows? Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on that draw. We'll keep watching the draw. See if there's any big games. Crawley versus Chesham or Lincoln City. Number 13, Burton. Oh, who cares about the draw? I'll take that, the Fortress, exactly. It's a type of draw which you wanted, I guess. It's deserved. I mean, a non-league team, who know, they could easily go and do an upset. Also, it's the Paul Kalambayi return Just remembered that. It's Paul Kalambayi versus AFC Wimbledon. That is insane, by the way. Wow. Just see it on Twitter, Paul Kalambayi. Wow. The Paul Kalambayi return, that's what it is. The Paul Kalambayi return. Didn't realise he went there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Wimbledon they don't really tweet about players who left in the season, who left at the end of the season. I think so far he's actually done quite well. I think he scored the other day as well. We will when this short live stream after the FA Cup draw is done. Peterborough United versus Notts County. That's a pretty good game as well. Probably not what both teams wanted, to be honest. But Dagenham and Redbridge at home. That is interesting. I really love that draw. Obviously, home at Plough Lane, which is good. Haven't lost at Plough Lane we have lost at Plough Lane all season against Brighton. If you don't include that, we haven't lost at Plough Lane all season. In the important cup competitions, we haven't lost at home all season. Paul Kalambayi returns, should be still a strong lineup. And it should be a game where Wimbledon should really go out and win. You would expect it. Let's see who Dagenham and Redbridge beat in the first round to get to this place. They beat Crewe Alexandra away from home. There we go. Dion Pereira, 73rd minute penalty. Paul Kalambayi also did not start in the game, which is interesting to see. He was on the bench, did not come on, so maybe he won't even start against Wimbledon. Morecambe versus Bradford City, that's a pretty good draw. Still some big teams in there. Reading, Wigan, Harborough, Gainsborough, Solihull Moors are out next. Won't be a TV game. Yeah, most likely won't be. But still a London derby. It really depends what other games come up here, as they need to show some sort of games, don't they? But it should be, hopefully, on a Saturday, to be honest with you. That would be good to see. Kettering are at home after their upset against Northampton. They will play number 2, which is Doncaster. That's a very good draw for them. They will happily take that. Still some big teams in there. I mean, some non-league teams as well. Gainsborough, Harborough. Reading are at home. Beating Fleetwood in the last round. A good home draw for them. Versus Harborough. What an away day for Harborough Town. Wow. Wow. That is a very, very well-deserved draw for them. I'm sure they'll go and sell out the away end. Harrogate Town get a home draw. There's still one more team in the National League North left of Gainsborough. And they do play Gainsborough. Harrogate versus Gainsborough Trinity. What a game that will be as well. And the final game, Wigan and Cambridge United. It's Cambridge versus Wigan. Well, that's the draw completed. Now, let's talk about Dagenham. Really good game. I think, like we said before, we don't want any big team which could easily knock us out. We don't want a Birmingham. We don't want a Reading. We don't want any big team that's doing well in League One. Maybe a National League team away from home. Home would have been great. And we got that. Dagenham and Redbridge at home. Paul Kalambayi returns, even though he didn't play in their 1-0 win over Crewe. So glad that it's at home. It should be a win. When we look back at the draw, let's see some interesting ties. Not going to lie, there isn't really that many interesting ties. Blackpool, Birmingham, Burton Albion, Tamworth. That's pretty local. Exeter, Chesterfield, League 1 v League 2. Wimbledon, Dagenham, obviously. Isn't really some standout draws until you get to the second bit. Stockport, Brackley, Wealdstone play Wickham. That is pretty local for Wickham as well. Kettering versus Doncaster got a great draw there. Reading, Harborough. Gainsborough Trinity got a great away game to Harrogate Town as well. I believe Harborough are the lowest ranked side in the competition. Same with Kettering Town. They're in the same league. So, yeah, pretty good draw. We'll happily take that, to be honest. So, yeah, any final thoughts, guys, on the draw, on the MK game today? How does everyone think the game today will boost our confidence going into I think it's definitely the most important month for Wimbledon in November. when we look at the games that we have to play in November, it's massive for us. Starting with Grimsbury, then you got Barrow away, which is a really, really tough place to go. Have Accrington on a Tuesday night and Tranmere away the following Tuesday night. You have Tranmere, Newport at home as well. After that, you have Walsall at home on the 23rd of November. There are some huge games in this month, to be honest. 3 really important games which we should be winning. And Barrow and Tranmere, very tough place to go, especially Tranmere on a Tuesday night. But then we do have a week break after. Then we play Newport on the 3rd of December. So, yeah, I think the away form will get a lot better now in the league, especially just because of what happened today. These games can change seasons. Hoping we get back. Hopefully, we back this up with good form, mate. I really do hope so. I think we definitely will. If we lost today, the confidence of the players would have been so low. Not what we would have wanted, but they've shown what we can do, to be honest with you. A great game today. And hopefully in the next month, we will get so many more wins away from home and at home. And that's where I'm going to leave the draw. That's where I'm going to leave the live stream for today. Thank you for everyone for joining for the short-ish live stream. Dagenham and Redbridge at home. It's a game which probably every single Wimbledon fan would have taken, and a great win today. Come on, you Dons. Smash the franchise today. And yeah, see you, I believe, Saturday is our next game. Next Saturday, Grimsbury at home. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Dons.